Hello, my froggers. Today we're going to be talking about SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom and if they would ever make a sequel. If you like the video, give it a like, and if you're new, give it a sippity sub. This has been something that's been talked about throughout the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom community for a while now, and I've been wanting to make a video about this, but I've been super busy. Hopefully this will be a very good video. So first thing I want to talk about is adding more characters. I know that's something that would be really awesome, and I know a lot of people really want, like having Pearl or Karen or SpongeBob's parents, random fish, you know, like Fred, the leg guy. We could have Squilliam.
Hi, Kevin.
Man Ray, the Dirty Bubble, SpongeBob's grandma, Bubble Bass. Like so many cool characters that I would really like to see. And I think that would make the game pretty awesome. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. For me, I would really like to see Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble. Those are iconic SpongeBob villains. Maybe even having Wedge, the guy that was by the Salty Splatoon. Like, there's so many characters in SpongeBob, and they could add so many awesome characters. I think that would really make Battle for Bikini Bottom 2 stand out a lot. Now we're going to be talking about different worlds and stuff like that I think would be cool to add in Battle for Bikini Bottom 2. One of them would be the Salty Splatoon. I feel like the Salty Splatoon episode was so funny, and I really enjoyed it, and a lot of other people did. The Salty Splatoon looks like it could be like a really cool level to have, like with different enemies and all kinds of stuff that SpongeBob could encounter. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. Even adding something like Super Weenie Hut Juniors, which is like, I know it sounds weird, but like, I don't know, just looking at it right now, it kind of reminds me of Patrick's Dream, which was scrapped from the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. I see some clouds and all kinds of stuff like chocolate or whatever. They could add stuff like that as like a whole level, kind of like Patrick's Dream, but a little different, I guess. So now we're going to move on to the next thing that I know a lot of people have been talking about for a long time now is Glove World. Glove World will for sure, in my opinion, if they do make a sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom, this has to be in it. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't use it, because it seems really popular with a lot of people. I've heard so many people talk about this. And I mean, just look at this. Like, from this image, it looks pretty cool. Like, there's so many things you look like you can do, like riding on a roller coaster and just exploring Glove World. There's so many things they could do with that and make that so awesome. I would really like to see something like this. I don't know. It's always fun being able to look at like concept art of Battle for Bikini Bottom and stuff that they scrapped, because, you know, this is stuff that they can maybe use in the future, you know. They even have whatever this is. I'm not quite sure what this is. It looks really cool though. I can't tell if this is supposed to be like Jellyfish Fields or I think Goo Lagoon. It looks more like Goo Lagoon to me, but I don't know. There's so many things that they could add themselves to that would be really cool. So now I'm going to move on to bosses and bosses that I think would be really cool to have in Battle for Bikini Bottom. Going back to the topic with Man Ray and the Dirty Bubble, I could definitely see them as bosses and stuff like that if they ever wanted to add them, because a lot of people love Man Ray and a lot of people love the Dirty Bubble, and personally to me, I think it would be super nice to have them as like either mini boss battles or big ones. Either way would be fine. Let me know what you guys think, if there's any characters that you would like to see as bosses in Battle for Bikini Bottom 2. Even these guys, like I literally, we only see them like once, we never see them again, but like they could have mini bosses. They could have so many different things. Once again, I don't want to stray too far away from like Battle for Bikini Bottom, but like in a sequel, you want to make things more exciting. You know, it just can't be the exact same thing. But if they wanted to go out there and do some new stuff, I feel like characters like this or even have like the Strangler as a mini boss. I think that would be cool. Or Doodle Bob. Who else? The Sea Bear. I think the Sea Bear would be pretty cool to have. Out of them three, I think they would be really nice bosses. Once again, they could be mini bosses or big bosses. I don't know. I could see like Doodle Bob being a big boss fight, not a mini boss fight. Maybe the Sea Bear being a mini boss or something like that. Getting ideas from old episodes of SpongeBob, I feel like would do very well with Battle for Bikini Bottom 2, because that's what Battle for Bikini Bottom 1 did, and it did very well because they were like old episodes of SpongeBob that we all love. I know a lot of the newer episodes of SpongeBob people aren't like too big of fans of, which I can agree. I'm not a huge fan of the new episodes of SpongeBob. I don't really keep up with them, but the old ones I rewatch even now. I just love them so much. Next thing I want to talk about is the Squidward Boss. Technically, we did get him in Rehydrated, but I'm not a huge fan of the multiplayer mode, and I feel like it wasn't even a real fight. It was kind of just like destroy a whole bunch of random enemies, and then Squidward randomly just dies, which I don't, I'd rather have like an actual battle with Squidward, kind of like from this image that we're seeing. Something like that would be really, really nice. I don't think they'll add this because, once again, they did put it in the multiplayer for Rehydrated, but if they gave him an actual boss fight, I think that would be nice. And this is another thing that I was talking about before to some people when I was streaming. Having like a Mr. Krabs Boss would be pretty nice, because there's still some characters that we didn't get robot bosses for that I think would be really nice. Like, he could have his pinchers and just try to pinch you or something like that. I don't know, like chop you in half, whatever. It sounds kind of gruesome, but stuff like that I think would be cool. Maybe even having a Gary boss. I know that might sound bad, but I don't know. I feel like that would be kind of fun. I'm not sure how it would work, but there's always more brainstorming. You guys can brainstorm in your head and think of different ideas. But I don't know. I think it would be nice to have a Mr. Krabs boss and a Gary boss because we never got those in the original. Or they could try to explore and like do different things. Like maybe, I don't know what would go on in the story. Maybe Plankton and Man Ray, or like all the villains in SpongeBob work together or something and make robots. Like they could have a Man Ray robot or something. I have no idea. This sounds really bad to me, but like, I don't know. There's so many ideas they could do. For the next part, I want to talk about robots that I think would be really cool that I've seen from concept art. So one of the enemies that I've seen from concept art is this like random flying shark thing. That looks really, really cool. If they added something like this in Battle for Bikini Bottom 2, I would really like this. Like, out of all the concept art I've seen of different robots that were scrapped, this one's the coolest, and I'm sad that they actually didn't add it in the original because this looks like it could be something really fun. In this one picture, we have SpongeBob screaming, and there's like this weird little eel robot, which looks kind of cool. I don't even like remember seeing this image in the theater, but I think it would be kind of cool to have like an eel type robot, and he looks like he like shocks. I can't really tell because I see the little light above his, like on his neck or something. His design looks really, really cool. Maybe that's something they could add. Probably not, but you never know. And then we have this robot. I think they used this one in the Game Boy Advance version of Battle for Bikini Bottom. He has like this weird little like plate thing on his head. I know there was like a boss like that you could jump on that would boost SpongeBob up in the air, but maybe they could add something like that. I'm not sure though. I feel like that's kind of a robot, but maybe they could add them. Who knows? Just add a whole bunch of different random robots. And this is something I'm not sure if anyone would like, but seeing this image looks really, really scary and cool. Maybe we'd have to go in this like spooky area, maybe go back to the Flying Dutchman's area. And instead of just all being robots, maybe there could be some ghosts, because that looks pretty cool to me. Like a mixture with ghosts and robots, I think would be really awesome. And now this is definitely something I could see them doing for a boss battle, but I don't know why they scrapped this. This looks really, really cool. If they had a boss like this in Battle for Bikini Bottom 2, I would definitely love to verse him. He looks pretty terrifying. I mean, he's literally bigger than like a whole bunch of houses and stuff. He's pretty gigantic. So I've seen a couple concept art things of this boss. Let me know once again in the comments what you guys feel about this. Like if you would like to have this in Battle for Bikini Bottom 2. Personally, once again, I think this would be nice to have. He looks scary, gigantic. Maybe you'd have to go to different like houses or whatever, like jump on different platforms to try to attack him or something like that. Play as Sandy, I don't know, or like switch to SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. Now that would be something really cool. So next thing I want to talk about is random items that was scrapped from the original game. So one thing I like is the Love Tiki. They got rid of that. I think the design of it's pretty nice. It's not too, I mean, it's a little weird looking, but you know. Having more tikis in Battle for Bikini Bottom 2 is something that they should definitely do. Not just use the same ones. I remember this was another thing that they scrapped was the Sunday from Something Smells. That was a really good episode. I love that episode. I think it was supposed to give you the ability to be able to smash stone tikis or something like that, I think. I know they got rid of it because it was kind of like, I don't know, there was really no purpose for it, but if they could come up with a new idea with this, I think it would be really cool. Maybe it could be like something like invincibility or something where if you get it, you can immediately like just not take any damage at all for like a couple seconds or something. I don't know. If this sounds dumb, I'm not. This is just random stuff coming out of my head. But I think this would be a nice little item to have. One thing I hope they do in Battle for Bikini Bottom 2, if they ever did do it, is adding more like random little areas like Bargain Mart and stuff like that, just for like looksies and stuff like that. I think that would be really nice because I remember that episode where SpongeBob went to the Bargain Mart and bought the hydrodynamic spatula. Very tough word, but that was a really cool episode. Wouldn't have to be playable. I mean, maybe you could go in there, get some stuff like items or something. I'm not sure. They could really do anything with that. And as I said, like the Salty Splatoon, Weenie Hut Juniors, but I think those would be good as levels, like actual levels. But even if they were just for looksies, I think that would make everything a lot more bigger and exploring and stuff like that. Once again, there's so many things that they could add to make Battle for Bikini Bottom 2 such an amazing game. And hopefully one day we will get lucky enough to have something like that because I would be really, really happy. Once again, let me know in the comments all your thoughts on this, what you think might happen in the future, if they'll actually do this or if they won't. I think this game is sold well enough to actually make a part 2, so there's a chance. There's definitely a chance of that. At first, I wasn't really wanting a sequel, but I mean, I just love anything Battle for Bikini Bottom because the original was a game that I cared about and I cherished as a kid. I still cherish it now. And hopefully, Battle for Bikini Bottom 2 will be a game that we will all love. Like, on the downside, the only thing that a lot of us, I know, are probably scared of is if it just doesn't do well at all, or if it's, like, really, really bad and they don't put any effort into it. That's something that would be really bad. But, I don't know. With this remake, I think they did a pretty decent job. So, if they do try to do something different, I think it will do very well. I'll definitely be making more Battle for Bikini Bottom content very soon. I'm probably going to make a mobile. I don't know if it's going to be a playthrough or if I'm just going to talk about it and show off some things because the mobile version of this game is actually pretty decent. I thought it was going to be not extremely bad, but I wasn't expecting anything good because most mobile games are really bad. But that's a video for another time. It was pretty decent though. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and until the next video, I will see you guys.